Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little first impressions today of the Iunik Beta-Glucan Barrier Sunscreen SPF 50. It's a chemical sunscreen. It's got 5 different filters in it, and I've got my moisturizer on. For reference, I've got on the Neogen Higher Exosome Cream. Here it is. They match. It's like they were made to be together. Okay, so this one looks like it's fragrance-free. It's got beta-glucan, which is a great antioxidant, great soothing ingredient. Let's see what else. We've got the arginine peptide, which is, they call the Botox in the bottle peptide, but it's supposed to help with fine lines from repeated muscle movements like smiling or squinting or raising your eyebrows. What else? That's about it. Some fatty alcohols in here. We've got allantoin, glucose, ginseng, so that's always nice. Yeah, so not a terribly long ingredient list, but it looks like it's gonna be fragrance free, and let's give it a whirl. So what I like about this so far, well, I like the packaging because blue is one of my favorite colors, but they have the manufacture date on here as well as the expiration date. I love that because so often with a lot of brands, I'll pick it up and the expiration date will be, you know, because some brands you just don't know, and a lot of sunscreens even still don't really have a date on them at all. So I like the fact that they put both of them on there. So you can see. So it's manufactured in, let's see, 2025, June 16th, and then expires in 2027 on December 15th. So there we go. What, 2.5 years? Okay, here we go. So I wonder if they put a little, no, okay, so we've got this. There's no sticker or anything over it, because people will ask me that. This seems to be the new thing for packaging sunscreen. So, okay, I'm going to take a good amount. Okay, it looks like it has a nice lotion texture to it. And it feels pretty nice on my skin. Actually, a little bit creamier than I thought. And it looks pretty natural on my skin, which is nice. I thought it might end up looking greasy. Sometimes you just never know. A lot of sunscreens end up looking kind of greasy. There's literally no scent to it at all, which I can appreciate. Let's see. Keep going. Some of these sunscreens you want to work a little bit faster on, especially certain brands tend to use like a film forming sunscreen formula, so it gives you a really nice coverage, and then once it kind of sinks in, it's there. It also makes them more water resistant or more sweat proof. And Nessa, the Yesstyle brand, uses a nice film forming formula, which makes it really resistant to water, sweat, rubbing, drying, things like that. So it has a really nice finish. I'm impressed. There's literally no scent, and it feels super light, and it's got 5 chemical filters in it, and yeah, it feels super nice on my skin. I love the fact that there's literally no scent. If you have used American sunscreens, you know that sunscreen smell. It can make people's eyes watery and things like that, or sensitive or red even. And there's none of that smell. I think a lot of that comes from like avobenzone or octazolate, I think. So yeah, it might have a little bit of a white cast, just barely. My skin looked a little bit more pink before I applied it. It does have a slight white cast. They probably use tinsorb in here, but nothing too bad. Nothing that compares to any other mineral sunscreens I've ever used. So yeah, interesting. If you subscribe to my newsletter, if you don't, check out the link below, but there's an article in there about melasma and how chemical sunscreens for melasma might not be the actual best way to go about it. They are recommending iron oxide, zinc oxide, mineral type formulas for melasma. And I think melasma, which is a type of hyperpigmentation that typically is most often seen in women, but so they're saying that you're better off maybe if you have melasma using a sunscreen that contains mineral oxides or zinc oxide or iron oxide. So I thought that was interesting. So yeah, if you don't subscribe to my newsletter, check out the link below. But hopefully I'm covered. So I'm using a chemical sunscreen, and then over that I typically use a foundation like this one, which contains some zinc oxide. So hopefully maybe the combination of those two will help my melasma get a little bit better. I did microneedling last night, so sometimes after I do microneedling, it tends to look a little bit brighter after using that. But I think my melasma, I mean, you can see it. It's It's here to stay for the most part. It's better than it used to be, but I mean, there's no getting around it. It's there. My skin has been damaged. I screwed up. You know, I should have used sunscreen better. And you know what? Sometimes melasma has nothing to do with sunscreen at all. It's a really unique type of hyperpigmentation. Sometimes they think it may be hormonal. They don't really know. And we're still learning more about melasma and things like that. But if you're prone to melasma, a good sunscreen and perhaps considering something that is a chemical mineral sunscreen combo might be the way to go. There's a handful of chemical mineral sunscreen options out there that are good, or maybe layering a chemical sunscreen with a mineral foundation that has iron oxides as tint or something like that might help. So kind of interesting. I still learn something new every day about skincare. So, and just everything about it. There's so much to learn and so many studies and things like that. So there's always something new out there. But yeah, it feels really nice. It soaks in. I'll give it a few more minutes. I try and apply my foundation and sunscreen at least 10 minutes apart just to give the sunscreen time to absorb. And yeah, so especially if it's a chemical sunscreen. That's typically when I curl my hair, but I made today's video and I didn't want to not curl my hair before I recorded it, so I'm kind of vain that way. But I'll spend the next 5 minutes figuring what shoes I'm going to wear for the day out. So anyway, I will link to this below. I picked it up at Yesstyle. I ordered it the last week of August, and it came and arrived, no issues at all. They sent it through a different port, so it came to US, no tariffs or anything. So I have no idea if I'm just getting lucky on that, or if I'm the exception to the rule, or if that's what's happening with everything. I have no idea, but that was my experience. No issues with it at all. Came really fast. I don't know, because everyone else is talking about tariffs and things like that if you're in the US. I haven't noticed it yet, but I know now that I said that, I'm going to be punished for that. And somehow my next package will arrive with a big bill. So I have no idea. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Leave yours below. Thanks so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye, guys.